What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be showing you how I print TPU on the Creality CR-6 SE. Let's start with the filament. We've got some black TPU sent over from YOUSU for us to share with you guys here today. Now I've printed a couple projects with this and it's been doing great, and I wanted to share with you guys how I do this because it's actually, even the manufacturer YOUSU here wasn't sure if the CR-6 SE was going to be a suitable printer to print TPU. I was told TPU prints best with a direct drive extruder that's right over top the hot end. Obviously, we got the Bowden tube here. This is not a direct drive setup, but it seems to work well for me. So first thing I like to do, guys, we're going to go through every step here, is I like to level it. We're just going to do a quick automatic level here. And while we do that, I'm going to show you some of the prints that I've done with this. So actually, the very first print that I printed with that TPU was this off-road tire here. Now, the only issue I have with this is I actually have the infill too dense for much flex in this. So you can see it flexes. That's a 20% infill. So I corrected that. We went down to 5% infill. And let me show you how those look. A little dirty here, but look at it. A lot more flex in there. The tires turned out absolutely perfect. Very happy with how they turned out. And the second project that I printed with it was, again, I mainly use TPU for tires. So here's another tire, on-road tire I printed for one of my RCs. Turned out great, full set printed, no problem. And my current project that I'm currently working on right now is some crawler tires, airless tires here. Again, 5% infill. And just the quality is perfect. It produces great prints with TPU. Very happy with it, and that's for this guy right here. We get a quick look at it, and I'll be testing that out in the next couple of days. We're just about to set up to print the last tire, and that's why I decided to fire up the camera here and review how I do this. So I lucked out on this one. I've struggled sometimes to get the filament in there. It's going in great. So I'm just going to run it through. Lock it into place, and we should be good. This is a complete stock CR-6 SE. So nothing's changed with it. We're just going to get to my print here, and we're going to get going on it. So now what I always do is I always just keep an eye on this first layer here going down. Now this is the brim going down, and just to make sure that everything's adhering, sticking to the bed nicely, and it is. So what we'll do, guys, is we're going to start a time lapse on this, and we will we'll come back once this print is done and have a look at it. Guys, this one's complete now. Another successful TPU print on the Creality CR-6 SE using YOUSU filament. That's a 9.5 hour print because we've had to reduce it, like I told you at the beginning, to 50% speed, and it's done. Let's pull it. There we go. Check out the detail. The brim really helps it adhere to the bed as well, and once you can get it to start to peel, here's what I usually do. Let me show you. I grab the little snips that are included, little side cutters. That helps get the brim. It's not, it doesn't pull off like PLA. There we go. And look at the detail there, guys. That turned out great. All right, guys, well, I think before we wrap this one up, I'm going to get out and test these tires and see if they perform as good as they look. This is the 5th tire I printed for this project. That'll be mounted up here on the roof rack as the spare. And I decided to fire up the camera for this 5th print and share with you guys and show you how capable the CR-6 SE is when printing TPU. I think it's very capable. I know a lot of people question whether the CR-6 SE can produce a quality TPU print. Well, my results have been good. I've had no issues. I think it's very capable. Now, it took me a minute to figure out the method I use to print TPU on this printer, and that's why I wanted to share this video with you guys, maybe show you that it is possible to print quality prints, TPU prints with the CR-6 SE. Let's review what I've done here. Well, first of all, I think it's very important. Probably the most important part is using a quality filament. I'm using YOUSU branded 3D filament, and their TPU has been great. I've had no issues with it. And I think that is probably your first step, is make sure you have a high quality filament. I'll leave a link for this TPU down in the description if you're interested in giving this a shot for yourself. Now, the next thing I do, guys, some of the settings. We are printing with zero cooling on the print. So zero print cooling. We have the bed heated up to 60 degrees Celsius. That would be the maximum that they recommend on the filament here. And I also print a brim. Now, the standard brim, I believe, on Cura is 8 mil. I print a 6 mil brim. And you can kind of see the outline there. That's where I've sprayed it. I gave it a shot of hairspray here. And that seems to work great, because I know it's iffy even with other filaments. It can be a challenge sometimes on this printer to get prints to stick to this stock glass bed. So I give it a little shot of hairspray, and I do that after I clean it. I clean it approximately every 10 prints, but if I was to print again right away, I'd give it another little shot over the area that I'm printing at, and it seems to work great. I have no problem with bed adhesion. It seems to stick to that bed just fine, and it removes quite easily, as well, as you saw when this print was done. But I'll tell you what, guys, we're going to get out and test this now. We'll show you a couple minutes of this RC in action, and we'll leave it at that. So if you like this video, make sure you have a big thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button before you head out. Thanks for stopping by, guys. We'll see you on the next one. See ya.
Love the chase and the hunt, and I set the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no, I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing. I'm always thankful for something. Don't take for granted, stay humble. Now wake up, it's time to look at the enemy. Look in the mirror if he is no friend to me. It's not working out, maybe it's the chemistry. It's time to break up so I can make a better me. Better believe in your mind, cause it's everything. You can mold, shape, find almost anything. All it takes is some time and some clarity to find your identity. It's mind over everything. And when I feel like this, I'm immortal. 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 Don't be scared. Stepping up, don't be scared. And if you get in my way, you gonna feel the wrath. Gotta say it to my face while he's looking back. Mirror breaks after math. When I hate, I attack. And when I feel like this, I'm immortal. When I feel like this, I'm immortal.